Well, hey folks, welcome back to the Blackstone, and we're just starting to get ready to do some things to it. I already washed the top. They said that in the instructions you should take some dish soap and wash it, and I washed the bottom and the top to get a lot of that what they call the wax. They actually call it an oil. I think it's more of a wax they have on there. One of the issues that I'm seeing here, and I've watched a lot on YouTube about that, imagine that, is that there's grease that goes down the leg, and you can see they've got a little issue here, and it's right there. Grease can come down right down the side and go right out here, and down the leg is right underneath there. So if you look on the other side, how they've got that handled, grease can't. So issue here, and we're gonna do something to see how it works. I'm using a product called JB high heat instant weld. It's like a putty that you mix up with your hands, and I'm just going to do that to put a little bead right there just to keep the grease going into the channel and not down the leg. So we'll give you a look, see when we get that in there. Folks, and there's kind of what I did there. I've never used this product before. In fact, I told you it was JB Weld. JB Weld is what I would have preferred to use. It's probably better, the high heat stuff. What I did find, I couldn't find any. All I could find was the regular JB. So I got the Permatex stuff. This was recommended. It's high temperature resistant. As you can see, it goes up to 500 degrees up. I don't think this far away from the burners will get up to that, but if it does, I'm sure I'll find out. So that's basically what I want to do, is fill in that gap there, the channel the grease into the channel instead of letting it go down on the leg itself. Now there still is an issue right here at this edge with the grease coming back and around. So we'll have to deal with that next, and I'll show you what we're going to do for that. And like I said, this stuff is all, I have no idea if any of this is going to work. So keep on watching and you'll find out. Folks, we're back doing some of the prep work on the Blackstone 28H griddle before we use it. One of the things I wanted to do was prep and paint the bottom with some, see, I got some Rust-Oleum High Heat Ultra. And the reason for that is that I'm just paranoid about rust. They talked about seasoning the bottom and the top. I think the seasoning the bottom is going to be hard to do and inconvenient. So I'm going to try painting it, and hopefully that'll prevent any rust buildup over the years. I've seen some older videos on this, and I do see some rust on it. A lot of people have said, hey, that's not necessary. The coating that they sent from the factory, once again, that's like a wax-based coating. It's going to burn off. It's not going to last very long. I did wash it off. Actually, you want to know how I did it? I put it in a bathtub with some hot water and some Dawn dishwashing liquid, then use a pad. Got most of it off, but then I came down here and used a drill with, you can see I've got a nylon brush on there, a rather coarse one, and used it to get the rest of the stuff off. And now I'm just going to paint her up, and I'll give you a look, see when that's done. Well, there she is, all painted up with the high temp black paint. Nothing pretty, just want to get a coat of paint on there to prevent rust. And next step is we'll start getting it on there and show you some other things, and then finally start seasoning. Well, hey folks, you saw that I painted the underside, and now everything's dry. I'm gonna let it sit overnight. I wanted to show the putty and how that's all set up. It's nice and hard. Honestly, I don't know how this is gonna work, how it's gonna last. It'll depend on when I get the heat and the oil in there to see if that works. I did take, in order to channel the oil better and hopefully to stop. There's a lot of times where the grease is going underneath the tray and then dripping down or going on the leg. Like I said, this will resolve the issue where it was going through that little slot and going on the leg. But there's a little tab underneath there, a little weld. So what I did buy was I went to Home Depot and I bought this. You can see it's it's an inch and a quarter. It's upside down. It's an inch and a quarter 90-degree elbow metal. It's not galvanized, just regular steel. And then on the inside, hopefully you can see that, I took and cut 2 slots, and I used a file, a V file to start with, just to lay it out. And you can see I was starting a couple different spots to make sure it fit perfectly, and then I used my rotary tool and I ground in a little bit deeper. Like I said, I hope you can see that. And then the theory is that it fits right in the slot there, and and it goes, right in, yeah, just like that. And
that's going to redirect the oil into the grease tray without it splashing. Also, because it comes up on the bottom, it should stop anything from running back and in. So that's my theory. I haven't cooked on it yet. There's a couple other things I did here. I did notice that the grill top itself was a little rough. So I took my random orbit sander. I started with some 80 grit, went all the way up to 280. Sanded down nice and smooth now. I want to show you. I did get some accessories. I got the Blackstone accessory kit. Comes with 2 bottles. You know, a couple really nice spatulas, nice and good spring to it. It comes with a scraper. I think this is going to be key to what I'm working. I've got another scraper here that I had here in the house, and another scraper here that's got a little bit more of an edge on it. I think that'll work nice. I did get one of these domes. These for you want to steam or you put some cheese on your hamburger or something like that. So this is by Nordic where I got that all through Amazon. And then from Home Depot I picked up one of these presses for doing bacon or for hamburgers and that. So and I did, you know, Blackstone makes a cover for this thing, but they also make a cover that you can carry the grill top in. And I'm thinking that that's maybe how I'm going to store it. Like I said, I got a little issue here with storage. So there it is. Next time you see me using this, we'll be seasoning up the grill.